Adam here from the Walser Automotive Group, and what I want to do today is show you around the all-new 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now this is the 4xe with the Overland trim, so we'll take a look at some cool stuff on the outside and then give you a driving review to see if this might just be the perfect vehicle for you. So before we hop in and go for a drive, I wanted to show you a few things on the exterior of this vehicle. Now you can always tell the 4xe vehicles in the Jeep lineup by that light blue behind the emblems. You'll see it in the Jeep, in the Grand Cherokee, or if you're looking at the Wrangler, it'll also be on that model. They're also going to have those cool baby blue tow hooks up front, which is going to let you know that this is an electric vehicle. Now, speaking of that, this is a 2-liter turbocharged engine with that electric powered drivetrain. Now, if you're using just electric mode on a full charge, you're going to be able to go 26 miles. Maybe that's your daily commute, maybe it helps you if you're running around a little bit, but if you combine that with the gas engine, you're going to be looking at 56 combined mpge. Now, that's pretty awesome for a large SUV like the Grand Cherokee. Obviously, there's the Wagoneer, which is going to be a little bit bigger, and maybe the Compass or the Cherokee if you need something smaller, but the new Grand Cherokee is an awesome platform. It's got a ton of style. This is the Baltic Gray metallic here that we have. These 20-inch wheels look great, and obviously the Overland trim is going to give you a ton of equipment inside. So let's hop in there and we'll go for a spin around. Okay, so now we're in the Grand Cherokee 4xe Overland, and the first thing we do, right, we have our phones with us. So this one is going to have wireless charging. It's got a little cover down here as well, so I can keep my phone away, and I have wireless Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. This is going to have built-in navigation. The Uconnect system in here is awesome. It's super responsive. You can program a bunch of stuff the way you want to, but again, that CarPlay is definitely the way I'm going to go. Once you have it, it's really tough to give it up. Now you can maybe hear that I have my air-conditioned seats going. There's also heated seats, a heated steering wheel, and there's massaging seats. So if I push the button over here, there's a ton of stuff like a waterfall, rock climb, high, medium, or low. I mean, that's a pretty cool feature to have. And you can just click it again and stop, and that's going to be for the driver as well as the passenger. Now these are also 12-way adjustable. The rear seats, you do get a ton of legroom in here. So if you've got the kids or if you're bringing other people along with you, they're going to have a 4-zone climate control, so everybody can program their own. There's heated seats. There's a bunch of USBs and a household plug back there, so everybody can be comfortable when you're out on the road. So we've got our dial here, so we're going to put it in drive, and right now we're in a hybrid only mode. So there's going to be hybrid, there's going to be a full electric, and then there's going to be an e-save mode. So what that's going to do is let you keep some of that electric charge if you want to use it for later. So like I mentioned, there's a 26-mile full electric range. Now that's pretty cool because maybe your daily commute is 10 miles, right? That's going to get you to and from work every day, and maybe you don't want to use that full electric charge, but what you can do is save that for later. So what I love about the Grand Cherokee is that it's not a full EV. Maybe you're not ready to make the jump yet, but that's where the hybrid system is really going to shine. So that 26 miles of all electric range, or 56 combined, is pretty cool, right? So you don't have to worry about, can I go on a long road trip? Do I have to stop a bunch to charge? Where am I going to find a location? You've still got the gas engine that you can use, which is going to be very efficient as well. Plus, we've also got our max regen. So I've got this blue button on right now, and you can feel it. When you let off the brake pedal, there's a heavy regen to help me build back some of that power. So one of the other cool things is in the Uconnect system here, you're able to see some of your hybrid electric controls or your e-hybrid setting. So it would tell you if you're at a level 1 charger, if that's just a household plug-in, how long it might take. If you go to a level 2, right now it's telling me to fully charge to 100% would be a couple hours. So level 2 would maybe be what you have at home, and then level 3 would be what you're seeing out in public maybe. So that's going to be even faster to go to the level 3 charging, but if you get it in at your house, I mean, that 240 volt, that for a couple hours to plug it in to get to 100%, and I'm basically out of electric power now, is pretty cool. And so when it does flip into that full electric mode, it's dead silent in here. I cannot believe how comfortable it is. I mean, massage cooling seats and dead silence, it's pretty cool and very comfortable. And you gotta think, 90% of the time, how am I using the vehicle? Is it just me? Is it gonna be the family in here? There's a ton of usability out of this vehicle that just makes the Grand Cherokee so great. I mean, it's been around for a really long time, right? The Grand Cherokee is a name that everyone knows in the Jeep lineup, and for good reason. It's a great style. I love the redesign on this, and there's a ton of different trim levels. So The Overland 4xe obviously is going to come with a higher price tag when you're getting all of this great equipment. But all of them through the lineup are still going to be the same size, and if you need even more space, there's going to be a Grand Cherokee L. So that's going to be a little bit larger before you jump up to the Wagoneer, which is going to be a large SUV. But I mean, this really hits a sweet spot for maybe you got a growing family, or if you're just bopping around town. The Grand Cherokee can do it all and do it very comfortably. So now I'll let off the gas here as I come to a turn, and you can really feel, I don't know if you saw my head move forward, but I mean, it really bites in for that regen to help you try and get the best possible gas mileage and build some of that up as well. So another cool thing, there's an efficiency coach on here. So that's going to tell me how my driving is. It's going to tell you if you're braking or if you're heavy accelerating. And then it shows you, so now I'm at 10% battery with 3% of electric range, but you have to get to a certain point before you can go all electric. Okay, so now that I've been driving the Grand Cherokee around for a little while, I mean, it's crazy how fast you get used to a new car, right? Sometimes some of the buttons are hard to find. This one is going to have that dual climate control up front, and it's not run just through the infotainment screen. Yes, you can control it through there. There's the comfort settings, but there's also physical buttons for your cooled seats, for your temperature controls, fan speed, and then there's also just automatic. So you can just let it go, set your temperature, and that is going to be great. But I mean, like I said, overall, is this a vehicle I could drive every day? Absolutely. It's quiet, it's comfortable. The Macintosh sound system in here, when I paired my phone, is incredible. It sounds so good in here. And I mean, like I said, overall, it's a good size. It's not a humongous like a Suburban, or the Wagoneer does get a little big when you're parking at maybe a busy grocery store on the weekend or making, just your standard daily errands, where this is still very easy to park. It's easy to get in and out of, and it does have the air suspension or different modes. So if you are doing any off-roading or that overlanding, you can set it to snow, sand or mud, rock modes, or if you want to go the other way, you can put it in a sport mode, and that's going to lower the air suspension down. So it is going to be a little bit sportier, and it does have paddle shifters on the steering wheel. Again, overall, it's great. You got to get out and drive one. I mean, if you're comparing this to other kind of full-size SUVs in the market, this one offers a ton of equipment, plus that hybrid system is pretty awesome and a great feature to have. So, like I said, if that's going to cover your daily commute or help you out get to that 56 mpge combined, that's really cool and very efficient. And like I said, maybe you're not ready to jump to the EV, but this is certainly one you gotta come out, drive it, see what you think. Okay, so that was just a quick look at driving the all-new Grand Cherokee. Now, if you want more information to schedule a test drive, you can visit us online at walsercjd.com or stop on in. We'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.